I survived 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore, and in this video you'll see exactly what happened. So with that being said, let the 100 days begin. It was day 0. I spawned in a forest. I chopped down some trees and I made some basic tools, as every Minecraft player needs those. Then I killed some animals and I even came across this ruined portal and I looted all of it. Then I got some iron and I melted all of the iron and made iron tools. Then I jumped off this cliff and I called it a day. The next day I got even more iron and I even came across this emerald, which was pretty cool. Then this llama spit it on my face and I got my revenge. Then I got iron armor and I killed animals for food. Because if I were to survive these 100 days, I needed loads and loads of food. Then I came across a spruce village and I looted all of the chests that were in the houses. The villagers weren't happy, but I did it. Then I slept there also. Then I scouted off the forest looking for trees, and eventually I chopped down some trees for wood. I was planning on building a house, and for that I needed wood. I did some terraforming with dirt to flatten out the area where I would build my house. The next few days I killed a zombie. It was my first kill. Then I did some stone mining since I needed stone for my house. So that's what I did. Then I put the stone in the furnace, since I needed normal stone for my house. Then I did some more tree chopping, since I needed loads and loads of wood for my house. And that's what I did. I got loads and loads of stacks and building materials. Then I did some more terraforming and I cleared out the whole area. Then it was time to build. The following day I made some details to my house. I placed a fence and I even made a staircase to the main entrance of my house. Then I did some tree chopping, cause you know, you never have too much wood in your Minecraft world. Then I slept. The next day I placed down some fences under my house to create a little pen. Then I went out in the forest and got some leaves from the trees. I used those to do a decoration to my pen. Then I got some animals to put in my new pen. The next few days I was fighting pillagers who were invading my land. I also got a few more animals to put in my pen. And then I also made a chest room to store all of my items. And also to keep my inventory nice and clean. Because if you don't have a nice and clean inventory, Minecraft gets a lot harder. So that's what I did. I also made a little furnace room in my house. Then I did some more terraforming because I wanted to make a wheat farm, since I needed wheat to feed my animals. So that's what I did. The following days I was in the forest, chopping down trees for wood, since I needed loads and loads of it. So that's what I did. Then I got into the village. I was able to sell some of my wood. And I also got a few emeralds. Then I traded more and more. And I got more and more emeralds. My business was really starting to take off. And then after a few days I got home. I killed some cows because I had gotten hungry from this trading. Then I cooked it and I watched the sunset on day 20. On day 21 I got some sugarcane because I wanted to make a sugarcane farm for papers. So that's what I did. In the night of day 21 I got on the hunt for mobs, since I needed bones. On day 22 I used the bones to bone meal my land and I also placed down new seeds. The following days I was in the mines, mining for iron. I even found a mine shaft and I found diamonds. This was so good. Then I looted more minecarts and I got a lot of loot. On day 25 I was pretty much farming my land for sugarcanes and wheat. Then a few pillagers came across my house and I got rid of them with my sword. The following days I made a mine all the way to I-58 because I wanted to find diamonds. Then I got back to the surface. I fed some animals and I did some wheat farming. I also farmed up some sugarcanes. Then I finished off the ladder and I got back into the mines. Then I started mining because I wanted to find diamonds. So that's what I did. On day 31 I was pretty much just farming sugarcanes. Then I planted some wheat. I also made a few golden apples and I killed a few animals. Then I watched the sunset. And on day 32 I was able to get a few diamonds. And I was super happy that I now got some of these blue stones. The next day I was in the forest. I pretty much spent the whole day chopping down trees for wood. The next day I pretty much was trading with the villagers. And I also was able to get a few emeralds from that. Then I got some obsidian. And I used the obsidian to make an enchanting table. The following days I was in the forest, chopping down trees for wood again. From the wood I made planks and the sticks I sold to the villagers. I was able to get a lot of emeralds. And then with all the emeralds I made so far, I was able to buy full diamond armor. This was very good. And you probably guessed it, the following days I was in the forest again, chopping down trees for wood. to sell this wood to the villagers to make a lot of money. I also found a ruined portal and I got some more loot. On day 41 I killed a lot of cows since they dropped leather and I needed it for my books. And I even found a new village. I went into the houses and got all of the loot. The next day I killed more animals for their leather since I needed more books. The next few days, you guessed it, I killed more animals for their leather. And I even found a new village, which was pretty cool. I got all of the loot and I also got a few hay bales, which was pretty cool. I also got a few more kills. Then I went exploring and I found this drowned structure. And then I killed the guard. And I got all the loot. Then I harvested some kelp. And then it was time to go home. And on day 45 I got home. I cooked all of my meat. And I also finished off my enchanting room. On day 46 I did some enchanting. And I was able to get pretty good enchantments. Like, look at this sword, I named him Fire Steel. The following day I made a flint and steel. And you can probably guess what I was about to do. I made a little hole in a nearby mountain. And then I made a nether portal. I lit the nether portal and once I was in the nether, I made a little nether hub. Then the adventure began. The nether is a scary place with loads and loads of hostile mobs. Then I spotted the bastion, and of course I went into it. There were loads of guards in the bastion, but also loads of loot. Personally, I think bastions are the scariest places in Minecraft, because you never know if there's a guard with a bloody axe waiting right around the corner, ready to attack. Those guards wanted me dead. They didn't want me to get out of here alive. But then something unimaginable happened. There were 4 guards attacking me at the same time. I almost died. But this time the odds were with me. I got my revenge, and with my crossbow I fired as much arrows as I could. Then I got all of the loot. I even got a netherite scrap. And then I went home. I stored all of my loot into my chests. And then I was in the forest chopping down more trees. And then it was time to build. I made a path from my house connected to a bridge all the way to the village. The following days I was again in the Nether. This time my mission was to find a Nether fortress. So that's what I did. I couldn't find a Nether fortress, so instead I looted another bastion. And this bastion had some pretty good loot. I was also able to get big step in this bastion. Let's go! And after a few days in the Nether, I got safely home. I upgraded my sword with netherite, and it felt like nothing could kill me now. And on day 61, I got back into the Nether. And then I found the fortress. And then I killed some blazes. But then this happened. I almost just died. This fortress was so dangerous. On day 62 I safely got home. And it was good to be at home again. I also placed some glass in my windows. Then I gave the villagers some bread, and you know why. The next day I gave the villagers more bread, so they could do more things with the bread. That was pretty much the whole day. The following day I was jumping with the villagers, because they were happy and so was I. I also melted some sand. Then I did some wheat farming. I also traded some of the glass I made. I also wanted a looting villager, so I was trying to get one. And eventually I got one. And I bought some of the books. The next few days I put some enchantments on my armor. And I also put looting on my sword. Then I went into the Nether to kill Enderman for Ender Pearls. Then I got home. And back home I made Eyes of Ender, and you know why. The next couple of days I pretty much spent those by preparing for the big fight to come. Because if I were to beat this Ender Dragon, my inventory needed to be nice and clean. And I also needed to have good supplies. So that's what I did. I made fireworks. And I also brewed some potions. I made sure that my inventory was all set and ready for the fight. Then I went exploring for the stronghold. I threw loads and loads of Eyes of Ender. And eventually one went in the ground, so I started digging. I mined all the way down. I even found a diamond while seeking for the stronghold. And finally on day 72 I found it. The next couple of days I was in the stronghold looking for a specific room. And we all know what that room is. It was obviously the portal room. And then I found it. And I placed down all the eyes I had. But little did I know, I had one eye too short. So I had to go home again. I mined all the way up to the surface. And when I was there, I did a quick sleep. Then it was me basically just running as quick as possible to my house. When I got there, I got some blaze rods. Then I turned my head and I slept. Then I got to the stronghold and got in the end. And then the fight began. And after an intense battle, I had beaten the Ender Dragon. I got all the XP. And of course, I also got the egg. I towered all the way up to the gateway. And then I instantly spotted an End City. And I went to it. Then I killed some shulker guards. And I made a few shulker boxes to put all of my loot in. And I got a lot of loot. And then I got the item I had wanted all those days. It was an elytra. I was super happy. Then I flew all the way over to another end ship and looted all of it. I got a lot of loot those days. Then I flew all the way to another end ship and got my third elytra. I got a lot of loot. Then I flew all the way back to home. And eventually I got home. On day 78 I pretty much organized items and I did some enchanting. On day 79 I was spending all day trying to get a mending villager and eventually I got it. The next couple of days I was back into the forest chopping down more trees for wood. Then I traded some of the villagers and I got a mending book. And then I tamed this cat. I did a lot of more trading to get more emeralds. And then this happened. The next day I got a few mending books and I put them on all my armor and even a few tools. Then I made some decorations in my house. And in the night I did some hunting. On day 84 I pretty much spent the whole day in the forest, chopping down trees for wood. On day 85 I killed a few fish in the nearby rivers. And then I was able to tame a new cat. I also got a little baby cat. Then I went into the mines. To mine for deep slate, because I was planning on a new build. The next day I went into the Nether to get some quartz, since I needed it for my build. On the end of the day I sheared some sheep. And then it was time to build. This beautiful farm is designed by Gorillo, so make sure to check out his channel. on day 91 the creeper farm was finally finished. The next day I towed all the way up into the air. There I made a little AFK platform. Then I destroyed the tower. And for the rest of the day I was AFK. The next day I was breeding cats. And I also got a lot of bows. With these bows I made a lot of dispensers. And then I also lit up the land around my creeper farm. The next few days I was collecting ingredients for fireworks. Because I was planning to make a big fireworks show. So that's what I did. The next couple of days I was in the AFK platform, so that my farm could produce a lot of gunpowder. And on day 98 I got all of the gunpowder and I made a lot of fireworks. And then I put all the fireworks in the shulker box. And then on day 99 I built a little firework platform. I also put all the fireworks into the dispensers. And of course, I also baked a cake. And then it was day 100. I pretty much just organized my storage. And on the evening of day 100, it was time for the big fireworks show. I had survived 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore.